This is a devotional song written by Sant Tulsidas. The description of Lord Rama. Shri Ram Chandra Krupalu Bhajamana Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram Chandra Krupalu Bhajamana Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram Nava Kanjalochana Kanja Mukhakara Kanja Pada Kanjarunam Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram Naumi Janaka Sutavaram Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram Bhajadina Bandhu Dinesha Dana Vansha Nikandanam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Koshara Chanda Dasharatha Nandanam Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram Chapadhar Sangramajitakar Dushanam Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram Tulsidas Shankar Shesha Muni Mana Ranjanam Iti Vadati Tulsidas Shankar Shesha Muni Mana Ranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanja Nivasa Guru Rama Khaladala Ganjanam Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ram
रामाय रामचन्द्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। माता रामो मतिप्ता रामचन्द्र स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्रः। श्रीराम रामेति रामेति रमे राम मनोरमे। सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। जय रघुनंदन असुर निकंदन जय सिया राम जय सिया राम। घट घट वासी अचल विनाशी सीतापति सुख धाम। जय रघुनंदन असुर निकंदन जय सिया राम जय सिया राम। घट घट वासी अचल विनाशी सीतापति सुख धाम। जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 जय जय राम 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 जय जय राम।
Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let us bow down in front of Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. Let us begin our morning meditation by taking one mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us place both of our hands on the Mother Earth or towards the Mother Earth. And let us collectively take the morning prayer by keeping our complete attention on the Muladhara Chakra. Shri Ganesha, I am going to be worthy of your attention. Please make me innocent so that I am in your attention. Shri Mother, you who are Shri Ganesha, please give me wisdom and discrimination. Let us in silence bring our attention towards the top of our head on our Sahasrara. May I this day be what you'd have me be. May I this day say what you'd have me say. May I this day be part and parcel of the whole, and may my thoughts be of a realized soul. May I this day have love for all mankind. Shri Mother, be in my heart and in my mind. On this auspicious occasion of Diwali, which was just yesterday night, this is a very special time to open our heart even more. As this is the place of Sri Rama, and also the place where we worship our mother's feet. So as I read the Kavach of Sri Rama, let us keep our attention on our heart and on our Sahasrara. Amen. Salutations to Sri Ganesha. The presiding sage for Sri Ram Raksha Stotra Mantra is Buddha Kaushika. The meter is Anushtup. The presiding deities are Sri Ramchandra and Sri Sita. The power is Sri Sita. Sri Hanumana is the key to Sri Rama. The Sri Rama Raksha Stotram is recited to please Sri Ramchandra. The physical description of Sri Rama is as follows. His hands are very long, reaching down to his knees. He is holding a bow and arrow in his hands. He is sitting like a yogi and wearing yellow clothes. His eyes are joy-giving, like a fresh lotus petal. He is happy as he looks at his wife, Sri Sita, who sits on his left, and his skin is dark like a rain-filled cloud. His radiant body is covered with glittering ornaments, and his hair is tied in a top knot. The description ends here. The vast narration of Sri Rama's character, as told in the Ramayana, numbers 100 million verses. Every syllable of it is capable of destroying the greatest sins of human beings. Let us meditate upon the following. His skin is dark, like a blue lotus, and his eyes are like a lotus, big and joy-giving. Alongside him and Sri Lakshmana and his wife Sri Sita, he is decorated with a top knot as his crown. He has a sword in one hand and a bow and arrow in the other, and spare arrows in his quiver to kill all the Rakshasas. He is beyond birth and death. His powers have no limits, and through his own divine play, his Leela, he has incarnated to destroy all the negative forces and to protect this world. A wise man should learn by heart this praise of that unborn and all-pervading Sri Rama called Ram Raksha Stotram, which destroys all evil and fulfills all desires. May Raghava, the one who is born in the famous line of Raghu Raja, protect my head. May Dashrath Tamja, the son of King Dashrath, protect my forehead. May Kaushalya, the son of Queen Kaushalya, protect both my eyes. May Vishwamitra Priya, the favorite disciple of Lord Vishwamitra, protect both my ears. May Maktrata, the protector of Havans, protect my nose. May Sumitra Vatsala, the one who loves brother Lakshmana, protect my mouth. May Vidyanidhi, who abounds with knowledge, protect my tongue. May Bharat Vandita, the one who is worshipped by Bharat, protect my throat. May Divya Yudha, who possesses all the powerful weapons, protect my shoulders. May Bhaganesha Karmuka, who broke the bow of Sri Shiva during the Swamvar of Sri Sita, protect both my arms. May Sitapati, Sri Sita's husband, protect my hands. May Jamadagya, who vanquished Parshuram, protect my heart. May Kharadvasini, who destroyed the Rakshasa named Khar, protect the center of my body. May Jambav Dasharya, who gave refuge to Jambavan, protect my navel. May Sugrivesha, who is the lord of Sugriva, protect my waist. May Hanumat Prabhu, who is the lord of Hanumana, protect my groin. May Raghumat, who is the destroyer of the lineage of Rakshasas, protect my thighs. May Setu Krut, who built a bridge over seas, protect my knees. May Dashmukh Antaka, who destroyed 10 Ravans, protect my calves. May Vibhishan Shrida, who gave Raj Lakshmi to Vibhishan, protect my feet. May Rama, who gives joy to everyone, protect my body. Anyone who learns this Ram Kavach has devotion, which is full of power of Sri Rama. We live a long life, will be content and happy, will have sons and will succeed wherever they go, gifted with humility. Anyone under the protection of Sri Rama's names, through this Ram Kavach, will not even be seen by the evil spirits of dead people living on the earth, in the sky, or in hell. Anyone who remembers the names of Sri Rama as Ram, the one who gives joy, Ramchandra, the one who is joyful like the moon, or Rambhadra, the auspicious joy, never falls prey to sin, will experience all types of well-being, and in the end achieve liberation, the ultimate union with the Supreme. Anyone who remembers this stotra by heart, protected by the names of Sri Rama, gets all the siddhis, the special divine powers. This Ram Raksha or Ram Kavach is as strong as the iron cage of Lord Indra. Hence, it is also called Vajra Panjar. The one who recites this Ram Raksha triumphs everywhere he goes, is victorious and auspicious, and is obeyed by all. This Ram Raksha was recited by Sri Shiva in the dreams of sage Buddha Kaushika, and he wrote it down in the morning of the following day, exactly as told in a state of exalted wisdom. Sri Rama is like a beautiful garden of nectar-giving trees, Kalpa Vruksha. Sri Rama, who captures the heart, who is the destroyer of all our troubles and warriors and worries, and who is praised throughout the three lokas, the heaven, earth, and hell, is our Lord. Sri Rama and Sri Lakshman are young, handsome, well-built, very strong and courageous. Their wide eyes are like lotuses. They wear dark-colored clothes made from animal skin and tree bark. They eat roots and herbs. They have gained mastery over the sense organs and appear spiritually evolved. They are chaste. They protect all life. These sons of Dashrath, these brothers Ram and Lakshmana, and are the greatest of all archer warriors. They have destroyed the dynasty of the Rakshasas. May Sri Rama and his brother Sri Lakshmana, with all these divine qualities, who are the heads of the Raghu dynasty, protect us. May Sri Rama and his brother Sri Lakshmana, who have a bow and arrow ready in their hands and have limitless arrows in their quivers, forever walk in front of me on my path to protect me. May Sri Rama, who is youthful, who is always on guard, having a bow and arrow and sword in his hand, who is always guiding our minds, and who, with Sri Lakshmana, is omnipresent in the universe, protect us. The names of Sri Rama are Ram, the one who gives joy; Dashrathi, the son of Dashrath; Shura, courageous; Lakshmanacharya, the one whose servant is Sri Lakshmana; Bala, the one who is mighty and strong; Kakushtha, descendant of Sri Kakushtha; Purusha, the one who is the great man; Purna, the one who is Purna Brahma, the entire universe; Kaushalya, the son of Kaushalya; Raghutama, the highest of the Raghu dynasty; Vedanta Vedya, the one who is known through the knowledge of Vedanta; Yadnesha, the Lord of Havans; Purna Purushottama, the ancient ideal human being; Janaki Vallabha, loved by Sri Sita; Shri Man, the one who possesses everything; and Aprameya, Parakramaha, the warrior without equal. There is no doubt that one who takes these names of Sri Rama receives the highest form of blessings from Sri Rama, higher even than those of Ashwamedh Havan. The one who praises Sri Rama, whose skin is as dark as durva grass, whose eyes are like lotus, and who wears yellow garments, through the divine power of these 16 names, is freed from the bondage of sin and death. Sri Rama, who is Lakshman Purvaja, the elder brother of Sri Lakshmana; Raghuvara, the highest of Raghu dynasty; Sitapati, the husband of Sri Sita; Sundara, who is very handsome; Kakushtha, the descendant of Kakushtha; Karunarnava, the ocean of compassion; Gunanidhi, who abounds with good qualities; Viprapriya, who loves realized souls; Dharmakikam, who is righteous and dharmic; Rajendra, who is the king of kings; Satyasandha, the lover of truth; Dashrath Tanya, the son of Dashrath; Shyamal, whose skin is dark; Shantamurti, whose personality is peaceful; Lokabhrima, who gives joy to others; Raghu Kautilika, who decorates Raghu dynasty with kumkum on the forehead; Raghava, who belongs to Raghu dynasty; Ravanari, who is the enemy of Ravana. I bow to you. I bow to Sri Rama, the husband of Sri Sita, who is also known as Ramabhadra, the one who is auspicious; Ramachandra, the one who is joyful like the moon; Vedas, God the Creator, Raghunatha, the Lord of Raghu dynasty, and Natha, the Lord. O Sri Rama, who is the scion of Raghu dynasty, who is the elder brother of Bharat, and who is terrifying in battle, be our protector. I worship the feet of Sri Ramchandra in my heart. Through my songs and prayers, I praise the feet of Sri Ramchandra. I bow at the feet of Ramchandra. I surrender at the feet of Sri Ramchandra. Sri Rama is my mother and my father. He is my Lord and my friend. So also the ever compassionate Sri Rama is everything to me, and I know nothing else at all. I bow to Sri Raghunandan, on whose right side is Sri Lakshmana, and on whose left side is King Janak's daughter, Sri Sita, and before him is Sri Hanumana, Maruti, the son of Marut, the wind. Sri Rama, who gives joy to everybody, who fights courageously on the battlefield, whose eyes are like lotus, who is the greatest of Raghu dynasty, and who is the compassionate Lord, I surrender to him. Sri Hanumana, who flies in the sky with the speed of thought, who is as swift as the wind, who has mastered and controls his sense organs, who is the most intelligent of all, who is the chief of the monkeys, who is the son of Lord of the wind, and who is the messenger of Sri Rama, I surrender to you. I bow to sage Valmiki, who like a cuckoo sits on the tree of poetry, singing Ram Ram melodiously in beautiful voice. Sri Rama, who is the destroyer of all our troubles, who gives us wealth and who gives us joy, I bow to you again and again. When we sing Ram Ram heartily and worship Sri Rama, it burns away the seeds of worldly problems. It makes us the witness, gives us material well being, and frightens the messengers of Sri Yam, the god of death. I worship the husband of Sri Sita, Sri Rama, the King of Kings, who is forever victorious. I bow to Sri Rama, who has killed the army of Rakshasas. I consider no one greater than Sri Rama, and I am his servant. Sri Rama, let my attention be always on your being, and may you help me evolve. Sri Shiva tells Sri Parvati, one who takes the name of Sri Rama and worships him, with such a person I am pleased. This praise of Sri Rama is equal to Vishnu Sahasranama, the 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. Sri Ram Raksha Stotram Sampurnam. Thus, the Ram Kavach written by sage Buddha Kaushika reaches its fulfillment. May it be offered at the feet of Sri Rama. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. With this beautiful Kavach of Sri Rama, let us keep our attention on our heart and let us slowly bring it towards our Sahasrara and meditate in silence for a couple of minutes. And then we will be listening to a talk given by Shri Mataji in Melbourne.
Could you please tell Richie to bring the water in now? It's fine, Warren. It's fine.
I congratulate all the Sahaja Yogis of Melbourne for doing such a wonderful job of this ashram and working it out with such dedication. Dedication is a very great, rewarding effort. Nothing can be more rewarding than dedication. It's so joy-giving and peace-giving and satisfying effort or work, you can call it. When it comes from the heart with love, when you try to do something, it works out beautifully and it shows its aesthetics, expresses, and anyone who sees that can see that it is done out of dedication. Example of dedication is Ajanta and Ellora caves are. These were the people who were worshippers of Buddha. Of course, they were not realized souls as you are. They were just worshippers of Buddha and they wanted to have their moksha, nirvana, or what you have got already. But they worked in that cave with such attention and such love that even when they were not in yoga, when they were not in union with God, they were so much blessed that in that dark caves where we cannot see with our normal eyes, we can't even see those things with ordinary lights. You have to use very strong lights to see them. In those days, they worked out in those dark caves such beautiful murals, paintings, reliefs, statues, every sort of thing. That it is surprising how they could do it. When we walk in, we have to use very strong lights, and because of these strong lights, that is very good. But we can see the dedication that they had to God. They did not believe in God, but to Lord Buddha. so that they can get their moksha, their self-realization. Maybe so many of them are born again today to get their realization. And they might be some of the Sahaja Yogis that we are meeting them in Maharashtra. Those who worked for Lord Buddha to express their love and dedication. So dedication takes away all the wastage interests, like how much money we are going to get, what is our certificate, whether it's going to be used in the worldwide range or not. All these things are finished. You just do it for doing sake. And you don't feel at all any pinch or any what you can call the screwing up of your energies. But you just flow it. This is what dedication is. And this dedication comes when you realize that you are a spirit. It's much better, because that is the place where Sri Krishna has said Ananya Bhakti. When there is not the other, you and your God. In between there is nobody else. Ananya. Nobody else. You and your God are one. And that is the best time when the dedication works. That is the bhakti. That's what he said, that if you give me flower, if you give me water, or if you give me leaves, I accept everything. But when it comes to his giving, he said, you should get Ananya Bhakti. This is the blessing of God. This one of the sayings about the goddess is that Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bhakti Rupena Samsa. The one who gives us that dedication, that sense of dedication, you are the one who reside in everyone with that sense of dedication. And it is such a joy that cannot be expressed. What this is that one you feel when you are dedicated. Since morning, you all got up, you are all ready. All the children are happily dressed, everything was done. I saw everyone busy, getting everything ready and working it out so beautifully. It's something so loving, as if the Mother Earth gives flowers for the worship of your mother. You yourself in your dedication look like flowers, yourself like lotuses. It's so great to see this work being done with such attention, with such care, with such. Melbourne, I think, is a word called from Melbourne. You can say born out of Mala. And that is the name of the lotus. That it is born out of the dirt and the filth. Mala is the dirt or impurities. So this beautiful thing has come out of that, and you can see that this place was inhabited by people who were really in a mess. And out of that mess, you have created such a beautiful thing like this ashram. And is so much one with the name of Melbourne, that this is the place is created by you people, like a lotus comes out of the pond which is full of dirt and filth. And then this lotus fills the whole atmosphere with such fragrance that everyone forgets about the mala. They just think of the nirmala, which is this flower. And this is what I felt about your ashram, the way you have done it with understanding. It's so beautiful, such a lot of beautiful things. And admirable it is really to see how your dedication
We have
has
a
done.
lotus there for you.
I've seen that in the morning also. Beautiful. Now it's started. I told her that it will have fragrance. I can see so many lotuses sitting before me. It's so beautiful. So this is all in dedication. This comes out of that mala just for the worship of God. And this mala, mala, out of the mala. It's mala. The name is Kamala. It's called as Kamala. Means the one which is created out of mala. Same is the name of Melbourne, I think. The way it is said. I don't know how this name has come, Melbourne. But you can say Melbourne, can be Malaborn, could be Kamala like that. And it is really, this place has become like that. Let anybody else come and see this and they will be amazed how the whole thing is so beautiful, so comforting, so vibrating and so assuring. Now, we have already started doing such good work in Australia. And I'm sure you are going to get lots of people for your ashram to stay here. And also you might get a lot of people also to work on them. But you have to be rather careful when you admit them here. You must see first of all how they work it out. You first work them out outside. See how their chakras are, how they are, how their behavior is, and how they are attached to things. Once you find them alright, then you can have them inside. But be careful. You better send me their photographs. Let me see for myself if they are alright. Because you might get some very good people. If you are lucky enough, you will get, as you have seen, some very good people have come already. Such nice, solid people. I was so amazed to see these new people here, that you can't believe that they have been in Sahaja Yoga only for such a short time. And they are so good and so beautifully placed. I hope you'll get more like this, many more like this, of the same value, same quality. And something good will come out of all their entry into your ashram. I bless you for getting all the best people of Melbourne to be in your contact of very high level spirituality and seeking and purity and simplicity. I find the people in Melbourne are very simple people and extremely simple and very expressive. The simpler you are much more expressive. The more complicated you are, the worse it becomes. And for your mother, it's difficult to understand something which is complicated. She can't go round and round and round. So I like when it is a very simple expression of their love and joy that I can perceive it so clearly, and it gives me a great love, like the ripples of the shores. They return back in the same way from my heart also. Joy is rebounding again towards you. It's a kind of a beautiful report where nobody gains, nobody loses, everybody elevates oneself. That's sort of a thing. It's something so different that it cannot be explained in any analogy. Dedication to Sahaja Yoga, your purity about it, without asking for any gains, asking for any advantage, just working it out, because now you are the gurus. You don't have to ask anything. You have to just give. The more you give, the more you get. I don't mean that you have to give any money or anything. You have to give more love. The more love you give, the more love you get. And that is how it is going to work out for all of you. I am sure a day will come when we will become extremely powerful in every place in Australia. Now we have chosen only 4 centers. and we have worked it out in a proper way, without going into quarrels, fighting, backbiting, all these small things, and selfishness. Especially with children, it happens, it's my child, like that. Try to share. Try to understand others also. If you bring sweets for one child, it should be for all of them. And also, if food also, don't try to keep back anything, because children will also learn these bad habits. Nothing to be kept back. Tell them how to share. That's something one must learn to teach the children, that they must know how to share, how to be gentle, how to be kind, how to be adjustable, and not to be fussy. If some child is fussy, try to treat the child, because it's a disease which must be got rid of. So all these petty things, if you just now look after, then you will find your children are great, because they are born realized. And it's such a blessing to have born realized children, because God's attention is especially on you, because they are born realized children. So you must have full idea as to what is to be done with them, how to look after them, how to give them full nourishment of spirituality. You yourself should be so good that they should see you as a foundation, and they should try to follow you. It is not so much the precept of Sahaja Yoga which is important. One must know is the practice. Because precepts are great, you know I'm there, but the children are going to see you, not me so. So it's better that you also practice Sahaja Yoga in your everyday life. And one simple word one has to remember is that you love your mother and your mother loves you. In the same way you must love others. But there's one thing that gives you the real idea of love is discretion. Spoiling somebody is not love. Ruining somebody is not love. Love is that which elevates you, takes you higher. False sympathies, identifications always spoil the lives of people. But discreet love. And love is the thing that gives you the power. Love itself gives you that wisdom to be discreet. Love itself teaches you how to be discreet. In a beautiful way you have to be discreet, not to be harsh, angry, in a temper, but in a proper artistic way you must know how discreetly you emit your spirituality to your children, to your friends, to your surroundings, to Sahaja Yogis, and to the whole world. But first your attachment should be with Sahaja Yogis. Never try to find faults with Sahaja Yogis as far as possible. But if one person becomes too much, then all of you should oppose him and see to it that he is out of this place. But there could be few mishaps like that. Maybe some people, one person like that may go out. Then whosoever it may be, if he is harmful to Sahaja Yoga by any chance, and if you find there's something going wrong, you should see that that person goes out of this circulation of Sahaja Yoga. He goes out of Melbourne is the best. Such a person should get out of this place and should go to another center where he should be tried. That's how you can shift people who are little funny and misbehaving. For example, now as you told me about some other center, send that person to Sydney or some other place to get corrected. If it doesn't work out in these 4 centers, then that person should get out of surgery. That's the only way for the time being. Get out of it, stay out, or maybe from one center to another center, when you send that person, ask him to get out of Sahaja Yoga, go and stay somewhere else, get lost. Maybe that person will be alright, because the negative forces are mostly entering through the people who are weak, who are low level, or who are attacked by possessions and things like that. So, because you know that water always goes towards the low level. In the same way, negativity always flows to the low level people. And these low level people try to drag other people who have gone higher because they feel jealous of them. If you find any such thing, then best thing is to ask such a person to get out of the ashrams, to go and stay somewhere else, or go away from the city for some time.
Let us continue to meditate in silence for another couple of minutes before we finish today's meditation. Let us finish by taking the three Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguratmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva साक्षात् Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasra Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Ji ki Jai. Let us all collectively bow down in front of Shri Mataji, and then we can raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into a bandhan. Thank you so much for joining us this morning from Queensland. And we hope you have a very, very beautiful and auspicious day ahead. We will leave you with some music playing right now, so you can continue to meditate as long as you want. And we will see you again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.
Rama